in Rendezvous Village. And when I look at the map, and particularly Walnut Street, yeah? Walnut Street is this street where we have a washing bay. It starts with a washing bay, and then you go all the way, yeah? When I look at the map, I see the last houses along those rises, the side of Walnut, yeah, as you come from Ficus Boulevard up to Walnut, I see a green belt that was left there specifically for the green that we envision in Akright. See trees, see flowers, you know, grass and the like. But as I speak, I've had one construction that has come up along Walnut Street. And this construction, when you look at it, it jumped that plot marking. When I look at the map, which I have on as a profile on my village, I truly see that that structure is out of what is demarcated as a plot for that house. Then I wonder how that house gotten or the plan gotten to be approved for it to be constructed into what I would call a green belt. And as if that is not enough, that house so much pushed into the road line that today the owner, I think, now thought of building a wall fence. But he had so much pushed, already built in the green belt, also pushing onto the road, that now he put, the other day, just last week, he put a foundation which is made to build a wall fence in line with the electric poles, yeah? And believe me, the electric poles fall down because they were also encroached on. But then most of these things, and it's good that we are in here with doctor. When you ask around, they tell you, a doctor sold those what? Those green belts. They were green belts. These are the things that we bought in to come in Akright. Me, when I came, in 29, I was given a list of guidelines. I stay. My house is on Suya Road, house number 10. I was given a list of guidelines that I had to follow. I read through line by line, and to make sure that I follow, even the person who drew my plan, I got that lady Susan. She was from Akright. Did the boundary opening and everything very well. Even told me you have to leave a meter, you know, for green and stuff like that. So that's what I had to follow. Are these guidelines still working today, Mr. Kamugisha, sir? I used to see you around, walking around, seeing what people are doing. I don't know whether you still do, but believe me not, maybe for that specific case on Walnut, is it outright being done that we just leave it and go on? What do we do? Sometimes for us, our hands are tied, like you said. At any one time, we still have to come back to you. So somewhere, we just keep quiet. Just again on the same Suya Road where I stay, there's a Korean who put a, what is it called?
Reverend Cho.
Yeah, Reverend Cho.
Yeah.
I contacted you, I contacted Mr. Kamugisha, you even came around.
Yeah.
You saw that. To me, when I look with my eyes, I see that guy pushed into what? Into the road. And funny enough, maybe I will leave out that. But for me, I see him that he kind of pushed what? No. I wanted to stop him, but of course, my hands were tied. But of course, I had to look for people. Like, at least I remember you came there. Now, that for me, that was defeated. But the fact that you came and saw, somewhere also what? Kept quiet. Because if a big man has seen and maybe it has been left to continue like that, even his drive into his plot starts from the road, somewhere in the middle of the road. You see these roads which are uphill.
Yeah.
You know, when you want to make a road going your home, there's a way it comes, and then you see it starts from the what? From the road itself. But most recently is this one on Walnut Street. Even the poles fall down.
Okay.
I don't know. How do you address that? And when you ask, they say, Mr. Kamugisha is the one responsible.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Your question was very long, but I'm going to answer it with a very short answer. Indeed, it's very true that there was a master plan on paper which was making this place look beautiful and that kind of thing. Certain so much considerations. And there we moved. And when I was talking, I told you we are not, I'm not claiming to be scoring over 85%, because I know I've missed or I've failed 15%, but at least 85% I've scored. There is nothing that Akright or a mother or a father or a parent can do to a child intentionally when he's capable of solving it. But if it so happened that it happened beyond reasonable doubt, the parent will find, take an example, you have your child, you have taken him to school, but you don't have the money, and you negotiated with the headmaster to keep a child at school, but at the end of the day, time comes, you have not been paid your salary, you are the salary earner, and they chase away the child, inevitably you will accept until when the payment is made, and then you take back a child to school. So along the way, we also had similar challenges. When I am talking with about problems that face the company, at times I feel like I want to cry, but I can't cry because there was, if I cry, so what? The problem that faced us, I don't think in Uganda there is any other person that can stand there and say, I've ever faced problems Akright faced, and that, and the Akright faced, and I'm still living and I'm still smiling.
Yeah.
Because when I tell you what we went through, you can't imagine I am the same person standing here and addressing you and telling you and having more energy to come and tell you the story. Go ahead. There were many problems beyond our control. When banks, 9 banks have recalled their loans. When URA had closed the account, has done that kind of stuff. When the titles have been given caveats left and right. When squatters are chasing us there and there. When our properties are disappearing in land office. And also when the staff are running away, some of them are, misbehaving. Because when you run into problems, what am I going with? So now you are a person in charge of the project, in charge of a company, in charge of a business empire, and which has got those turbulences. Some people die on the day when such a problem is announced, when they come, the day they get a letter calling the loans. He dies, the following day he dies. But here the man whose call came, I am still here, yep. I'm still talking, I'm still whatever. So what I did is like when somebody falls in a lake, in a sea, in a whatever, and you happen not to be good at swimming, but along with the water there is a big snake floating. Can you allow yourself to die, or will you hold the snake to make sure the head comes out of it? Until, because the snake will keep on doing like this, and then it will keep on moving. As it moves toward the shores of the lake or whatever, when you are holding on it, when you are holding on it, then you will end up reaching the shores, and when you reach the shores, you touch the grass and the trees around it, and you get out of the water. So, such a problem came. And Akright by that time had no choice. He has told on that snake, which is very dangerous for you. But because you are either you hold on it and you survive. If it bites you, when you get out of me, then you look for the doctor to cure you. But at least don't die. So we lost those greens, some of the greens, which were bigger. Then we asked ourselves, the thing we are thinking, what could we do? So some good greens were whatever. What was important was the principle of leaving 8 meters. A road is supposed to be 8 meters, and 8 meters are maintained along the road. But whatever was on and above 8 meters above the road or whatever is something that anything that was generating money to pay off the bank, to pay off those challenges, we never spared. We lost so many greens, we lost so many, even including roads. Those roads were not opened, which we found that there is a road here, there is a road here. This way we are left it there, we are going to open. But does it what? Whom is it serving? Nobody is serving. This one has a road, has access, this one has access. Do we need to keep it? The answer was no. No, it was serving, but because of the circumstances in which we were, we took decisions to survive out of it. So we used all the resources around us, and those decisions we made and whatever were the one they were addressing that crisis which we were holding on. You are there, people want their titles, and you know that if you don't fight, where were people going to get their titles? Should you leave the green, the what, because it's there? And when that money would pay and you remove somebody's title? No, we used all that was within our exposure. So, unfortunately, we landed into those problems and we lost that kind of revenue. And we said, where there was enough, because like that green was, there was a green 8 meters and there was another extra one because it was 20 meters. The road is when you see the road and the green. The green was 13 meters, 13 or 12 meters, the other one was 8. So instead of having something like this straight, we said no, cut off the 12 meters, stretch it, create a plot, have the money, go and pay for someone's title and get it out. Because these people have the road. I'm not a government to keep 12 meters, 20 meters. When I am being swallowed into the mud of people's titles, I need to get them out of the bank. So in such a circumstances, very sorry, we missed out, we lost that greenery. It was not our own, it was not our own intentions, but circumstances forced us to do that. Fortunately, much as it also affected us, me and you, but at least some people got their titles. That was an ultimate goal which we said, no, leave this, at least bail someone out to let somebody get his title from the bank. So that's how things came out. If those problems were not there, nobody was going to touch the green, because you are the people who created it with a reason. But we lost it because there were inevitable situations. And that's why I'm saying I give myself a failure of 15% or 10%. I rest my case.